In this video, we are going to compare the coronavirus pandemic in Africa during June with the situation during May. First, we are going to focus on the daily new cases. In May, Africa has recorded 3,526 new cases daily. In June, the tally has more than doubled. Africa recorded 8,638 daily new cases. South Africa, Egypt, and Nigeria are first, second, and third, respectively, in May and June. South Africa has recorded in June daily new cases more than 4 times than in May. Egypt and Nigeria are more than doubled their new cases. Algeria and Sudan were 4th and 5th in May. They left the top 5 in June, and Ghana and Cameroon are now completing the top 5. In terms of daily deaths, Africa recorded 84 daily deaths in May. The tally has more than doubled in June. Africa recorded 198 daily deaths. South Africa and Egypt, together, recorded more than 45% of the daily deaths in Africa. Both, they reported, the 2/3 of the daily deaths in Africa during June. South Africa and Egypt are also leading the daily deaths in May and June. They recorded about 18 daily deaths in May, and around 66 daily deaths. Sudan, Nigeria, and Algeria are completing the top 5. Now we are interested in the increase of the active cases. The active cases are calculating by subtracting the number of closed cases from the new cases. In May, Africa has recorded, daily, an increase in the active cases by 1,795 cases. In June, the increase in active cases is 4,044 cases, daily. South Africa, Egypt, and Nigeria are making the top 3. In May, Ghana and Algeria are 4th and 5th. In June, it is Ivory Coast and Kenya. The countries that, daily, closed cases, more it got new cases, has a negative number, and then a decrease in the active cases. They are shown here in gray and they be investigated in a separate map. Here, we are shown the countries that decreased in terms of active cases. In May, Morocco has recorded the highest decrease in active cases, daily. Tunisia was second. It decreased the active cases by 19, daily. Nigeria, Reunion, and Burkina Faso completed the May's top 5. In June, Djibouti was leading. It decreased the active cases tally by 57, daily. Guinea and Ghana are 2nd and 3rd. Uganda and Chad are 4th and 5th. Here is the maps of the activity index, which is the ratio of the active cases to the total cases. If the activity index is close to 1, the pandemic has either just started, or second-third waves are starting. If the activity index is close to 0, the country is close to cleaning. The activity index of the whole continent Africa is 0.54 by the end of May. It slightly dropped to 0.49 by the end of June. The decrease is not important, thus, there is any sensitive decrease if the pandemic. By the end of May, South Sudan, Central Africa, Guinea-Bissau, and Mauritania have activity indices higher than 0.9. By the end of June, no country has an activity index higher than 0.9. Namibia, Botswana, Seychelles, Lesotho, and South Sudan have the highest activity indices by the end of June.